With Look Good, Feel Better in-person workshops reopening in Hamilton, Vice President Sue Larkin joins us to discuss the organization and the importance of these workshops, which are back in person. Nice to see you in person on Morning Live.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be here.
Now, this organization is 30 years old. Tell us about it.
Yep. So we started 30 years ago in Canada. We're actually part of a global network in 27 countries around the world. But here in Canada, we offer workshops for women and teens facing cancer to help manage the appearance-related impact of cancer treatment. Hair loss, skin tone, drawing on eyebrows, and empowering women with the knowledge to then take control of how they look and feel as they're going through treatment.
Which is so important, and you've also added men to this now.
We have. On September 27th, we are launching our first men's workshop, and that will be available online for men across the country facing cancer. Okay,
fantastic. And in the men's workshops, what kind of things does it focus on?
So in the men's workshop, a lot about skincare. A lot of men maybe don't know how to take care of their skin, and a lot of the treatments from cancer can really impact your skin tone.
Yeah, flaking skin as well.
Flaking skin, dry skin, red skin. And a lot of times people might be working through their cancer treatment. They might not necessarily want to broadcast to everybody that something is wrong, and they want to take control of who knows what they're going through. So when we can help men, women, and teens manage that impact-related, the appearance-related impact of treatment, it really helps empower them to then go back into their social life and not withdraw from family and friends and colleagues.
Yeah, coming through the pandemic, I mean, it's given us a kind of a, we know what isolation is like, but nothing compared to that isolation.
No, and obviously when you're going through treatment, your immune system is compromised. So even before COVID, people going through treatment would be very careful about their immune system, and so they might not go out as much. But there's also a mental health component.
Absolutely.
Because if you withdraw too much from your family and your friends, we now all have lived through this. We know what happens. And a lot of women will say, I didn't look like myself. I didn't want to go out with my partner. I didn't want to go out with my friends. We've had women say, I didn't want to play with my kids because I was worried I would scare them because I looked so sick.
Yeah.
And so when you talk about taking care of your skin, first of all, we talk about using color cosmetics to fill in brows, to conceal, and we also talk about makeup hygiene. A lot of times we don't think about it, but we really recommend disposable applicators. We recommend not sharing your makeup because, of course, during treatment, your immune system is compromised.
Yeah, just the importance of feeling like your old self while battling this must be huge.
Yep. When you look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself, it really takes a toll on your psychosocial health and your mental health. And so at the end of the workshop, women leave, whether it's our online or our in-person workshop now reopening here in Hamilton, women all of a sudden, they walk in and the body language is kind of arms crossed, face down, and they leave and the shoulders are back and they look in the mirror and these smiles. I actually bumped into a woman a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I was going to ask you for a testimonial or an example.
We started chatting and where do you work and all this kind of stuff, and she said, I'm on my 5-year cancer-free, and I mentioned Look Good, Feel Better, and she said, hang on. She got out her phone and she showed us a picture of herself that she took when she left the workshop 5 years ago. And she said, I keep this picture on the phone because it reminds me of the only good thing that happened during cancer treatment.
Wow.
And it reminds me of how good I felt. 5 years later, a random encounter.
That is
and
incredible.
And this story came out. It was
That must be so fulfilling for you.
And the workshop's actually delivered by volunteers. So here in Hamilton.
I was gonna, this is actually provided through donations?
It's free of charge, so we're funded through private donations. We don't get any government funding. And the workshops are delivered by our volunteers. And so the volunteers come to us as trained makeup artists, estheticians, experts in wigs. We train them on the content and we talk about what a woman facing cancer might go through.
Are you actively looking for people who might want to get involved in that way?
You know what? Absolutely. And at lgfb.ca, which is our website, there's a link where people can check out and see what some of the opportunities are.
And before we go, now those watching from home and would like to take advantage of these workshops, next step?
We're reopening, so lgfb.ca. You can then register for our in-person workshop here opening Monday, September 19th at Wellwood, and it'll be the third Monday of every month now moving forward. or women and teens and men can join us online. And if you go to our website, there's a great drop down. You click register,
perfect.
you find the time that
You know
works,
what?
good to go.
And we'll link all that up at chch.com as well. Sue Larkin, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh
with
my
more
gosh,
on
thank you.
Look Good, Feel Better.
Thanks.